First step in this 6-step process is to choose the piece of wood that you need, and you need to choose that from our store of wood. And normally I have cut the wood to the correct width and the correct thickness. It is your job to handle the length. So I'm doing 2/3 of the work for you, you're doing the final third. In this case I've chosen a piece of pine, and we need to make sure before I start to work on it that the measurements are what I need. In this case, when I measure the width, which you can see I'm measuring across the grain on the face here, and I'm measuring it with my ruler, and it is 94 millimetres, which is the correct measurement I need for this particular project. And when I measure the thickness, I'm measuring across the grain on the edge. In this case, when I measure it with my steel ruler, it's 12 millimetres, which once again is what I need for this project. So the width and the thickness have been checked, and I know that I can use this piece of timber. The final measurement to check is the length. Now, if I was to measure the accurate length and only start with a piece of wood of that size, then it wouldn't allow me to prepare the end. So I need something a little bit longer, maybe 10 or 20 millimetres at least longer than what you need. The length in this case is measured along the grain, so you can see the grain lines running on that piece of pine fairly easily, the dark grain lines, and we can measure this to make sure that it is big enough for what we need. So in this case, we need a 300 millimetre long piece of timber, so there is our 300 millimetre length, and you can see that the timber is probably 420 millimetres. So we have more than enough timber to get a 300 millimetre length of final timber from this particular piece of wood.